Another week in another rant video. Welcome back, guys. It's a little delayed on this video. I took a break this past weekend. A lot of stuff went on. But I did get around to playing some Trials, played some Crucible, got some stuff done, grinded everything I could grind. And there's one thing that's been pissing me off. And if you guys don't know me by now, I've been ranting, and I will be ranting until they start fixing this game or they start realizing their mistakes and start owning up to it. The problem starts on Monday of this past week that just came up, and it starts with their weekly update. I'm fine with the weekly update. I'm fine with the servers being down for maintenance. That's fine. I'm not fine with it being in the middle of the fucking day. They claim that they start at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, and for the rest of the world it's already midday, if not evening, so people are playing, and yet they seem like they can shut down the servers. Okay, fine, you promise it'll be 2 hours, people can take a couple hours off the game, go do what they gotta do. But then they pull crap like they did this past Monday. They go, oh, we're experiencing some issues. It'll be another hour. Another hour. And another hour. And then next thing you know, it goes from being from 10 to noon or 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time to, oh, sorry guys, we've been experiencing issues. It'll be until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me? If you guys have this many issues with your fucking servers, why the fuck ain't you fixing them? Why did you release a game where you can't even do maintenance to a server in under 3 hours, where in Destiny 1 you would do your maintenance in a time frame of about 2 to 3 hours, like we were promised? But that's not the only thing that grinds my gears. It is a big one, because all of Monday I couldn't do shit. Only after I got home from classes, almost fucking 10:30 p.m., I could finish out my last grinding sessions, get at least one more Trials run. I couldn't even run the raid again, because there was no fucking time for it. Now, I'll try to reach out to Bungie. I'll try and reach out to Luke Smith, or somebody that's in charge. I'll send them a, direct message, or just tweet out at them. They'll ignore me. They'll reply to other people that don't bring up these issues with their servers or their game. But when somebody brings up the issue with the server or the game or anything else that they don't agree with, they'll shut them down. They'll hush them up just like the rest of this community does sometimes. And that's the one thing that bothers me about this community, but I'm not going to go on a tangent about the community because there are some great people out there. There are some people that will admit that this game is flawed, such as myself and the people I play with and other people on Reddit and all around the community. But there's an overwhelming majority that seem like they think this game is amazing. But that's the story for another day. I could address it. I probably will not address it just because the community is very sensitive, as well as the developers. Bungie's become a very sensitive developing company lately, and that bothers me, but it's what you gotta live with. They still make some good games. I can't say great like Halo was. It's good. It's not the best. Could find better, but I like it. I enjoy it. It's my style game. But what really grinds me, what grinds me up on the inside, what pisses me off the most, is how they blatantly don't give a shit about multiplayer or any type of connectivity basis. The first issue that comes up to mind, and I'm sure everybody else has noticed, is you don't know the other people's connection. And they're doing this in a lot of other games, but as a Battlefield player, I always see the ping, so I know what the connection to the server is, so I know if it's my connection to the server to me, or somebody else to the server, that's why they're lagging, they're killing me first, or I'm not being able to kill them, whatever. Battlefield keeps that in. I get to see my ping. So does Rainbow Six Siege, which is something very nice. My brother likes to use it when he thinks he's lagging or something. He gets to check it out, gets to make sure if he's lagging or not. Which is one of the good things about some development companies. But then you got Bungie. Then you got companies that just decide to say, fuck off, We're taking this out because too many people are complaining the connection is shit. Why are people complaining that the connection is shit? Let's see. Number one, no fucking dedicated servers. Thank you very much. But I'll go to that after. Don't want to start going on a tangent already. But they took this out, and so I'm sitting there in a trials game. I'm red barring. I know it's my connection. But then I can't tell if it's just me, or if it's also my teammates, or if it's the opposing team. I can't tell if the whole game is lagging. I can't tell if it's just in general everybody else, or just, you know, a handful of people in the lobby. I can't tell because it won't give me that information anymore. I'm the only one who gets to know how my connection is. We were playing trials the other night. I was red barring. At first I hadn't noticed I was red barring, so I thought it was just the lobby, but my buddies were telling me, no, we're not lagging, everything's fine. Party chat wasn't lagging. I'd load up FIFA, wasn't lagging. Battlefield, wasn't lagging. What was the issue? It was my connection to Bungie, to Destiny. Why? No dedicated servers, my connection's shit because I'm playing with a bunch of Americans. Now some might say it's my fault for playing with Americans, but what if we look over at the Europeans? People in Europe have even worse connections. They'll be at full bar with the best internet service in their country. And they're still lagging because they're playing against people that are over in the fucking Ukraine or Sweden or fucking God knows where else in Europe. You got multiple countries there. You need at least dedicated servers for something like raids, trials, and nightfalls for the guided games bait on Nightfall. Why? Because then people's connections will be a little more concrete. You can choose what kind of server you could connect to, so like that the people that are connected to that server will all have about the same connection. There might be a little lag, a little delay, which is normal, but that's always server lag. This is a whole other story because they're not just doing, you know, your connection to the server. You're also connecting directly to your peers. Why? Why are you making your internet spread out so much? But this isn't Bungie's fault, guys. This is because they can't. Oh God, I can't even try and come up with an excuse because there is no excuse nowadays. Battlefield does it flawlessly. They got 64-player maps with tanks, planes, behemoth vehicles coming in. Little to no lag if you choose the right server. And if you don't, you can back out, search for servers, or you can just quick play, and normally we'll find a server on the East Coast, which is where I'm at. If you're on the West Coast, finds your server. If not, you can always find a better server. And that's the beauty of having dedicated servers and rented servers. Now, taking out that connectivity bar is sort of an issue. Not having dedicated servers is just plain stupidity. I might rant a little more now about the dedicated server issue, just for the pure fact that we'll be playing trials, we'll be playing a raid, and somebody's jumping around, lagging around, and we can't tell if it's our connection to him, his connection to us, our connection to the server, or his connection to the server. We can't tell. Because Bungie just doesn't want to do that. Or, I'm sorry, it's Activision. Ever since Bungie paired up with Activision, they have said no dedicated servers. Whereas if we go back into Halo's days, they did have dedicated servers through Microsoft. Microsoft supplied them with these dedicated servers that allowed them for strong connectivity and made Halo a competitive game, a competitive esport. Now, it won't be as big as COD or Overwatch or even League of Legends, but Halo has always been a staple of the Xbox community. And people love it because the connection's not that bad, the graphics are pretty good, gameplay is solid, but no, that's not good enough. That's not a valid enough reason to have dedicated servers. Activision doesn't want to spend the extra buck. And it just pisses me off because I know I'm always going to be lagging. If my internet's not running flawlessly, I can't play. Why? Because the guys I play with are in the States. And that's the people I know, the people I enjoy playing with. And I guess it's my fault for playing with them, but it's just one of those things that Bungie needs to get their shit straightened out. Tell Activision, hey, we need fucking dedicated servers, especially if we're gonna make this thing an eSports type game. They tried that last year with private games. One, they're not in this game, which is fucking stupid. Should be in this game. You know, we want to do 6-man games. We want to do fucking 10 on 10. We want to do as many as we fucking want. 12 on 12. Well, although 12 on 12 isn't really realistic, but 6 on 6 would be very fucking nice again. Although that's not possible right now. But it wouldn't be possible either way because we wouldn't have dedicated servers. It would just be a lag fest. Especially knowing the people I play with were from all parts, both Canada, US, and our connections would just be shit. We'll be playing with one person from the West Coast, he'll be lagging his ass off. And it's not his fault, it's not our fault, it's Bungie's fault because they don't have dedicated servers that would allow us to connect properly. If we didn't have to do the peer-to-peer connection plus the server connection, we would be fine. But no, we can't address this to Bungie because Bungie is ultra sensitive. I can't address this to the community because the community is ultra sensitive. The only ones that will listen are the ones that watch this video and other people that will address these issues on YouTube or Reddit. But this is the minority because everybody's so blinded by, oh, the game's amazing. But it isn't. This game might not be amazing, like I say, but it is good and it could be better. And one of the big improvements, aside from taking microtransactions straight the fuck out of this game, is giving us dedicated servers. Battlefield does it. I'm sure Battlefront had it. Essentially any EA game has it. Although their servers are shit, they still have dedicated servers. You've got Halo that's always had dedicated servers. You have Ubisoft now that are using dedicated servers for Rainbow Six Siege. So what's so hard about giving them to Destiny? One of the biggest quote-unquote shooters in the fucking year that's coming out. And yet you can't go ahead and just give them what they need, Activision. Give Bungie what they need to make this game good. Not better, not even great, just good. Bearable. Because as a North American player, I don't feel the repercussions of playing in Europe. Because trust me, it's 10 times worse. They're not having to connect with only one other country in their area. Maybe two if you get a damn Mexican in here. But there's no way in hell that Bungie has any idea how hard or how bad it is when you're connecting people from England or the UK in general to French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Finnish, fucking from the Netherlands. Like, they have no idea. Why? Because they haven't tried to think about those people. They're strictly thinking about themselves and the money that they can make now. Why else would they throw in microtransactions so early on? And it's the same shit for all the COD games. No dedicated servers there. That's why you see lobbies with the shittiest fucking connections in the world. Unless you have good internet, you're not going to do well in a COD game. And I mean good as in like 15 down and like 10 up. Like that's like the bare minimum requirement of playing games nowadays. But no, I want this game to succeed. I want Destiny 2 to be one of the best. Just implement fucking servers, dedicated servers, even if it's just for trials in the raid, the more competitive aspect. And that's it for me, guys. I will keep this one short compared to last week's rant or the one before that. I don't want to hit these 20 minutes anymore. I'm going to try and cut down a little, try and be around 15 minutes and be concise, be quick, explain what I hate about this game and what I want them to fix, and see if you guys agree with me. Don't forget to like, comment. If you guys have anything to disagree with, go ahead and disagree with me on it. Just don't be total fucking savages like most of the community might think they are. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.